And welcome to Third Eye Champagne. I'm Kirsten Langston, author and intuitive. This is the first cocktail congress. I actually have a mocktail because I'm working. I'm working after this. We're going to do a live stream after this. So there are two different links, just so you know, because I wanted to keep everything separate. So after we watch this little guy, there's a link in the box on YouTube. You're just going to click that and hop right over to the regular old YouTube. Hello, we're here. We're looking at stuff. Okay. So I've got a special guest here. Let us, Dave, I'm going to add you to the stage. If you're ready, let me know when you're ready. Basically, Sebastian, did you get my email, girl? Because I think I am emailing you to the wrong emails. I swear to God. I have like 4 different emails for you. Okay, we've got Dave Johnson and Lena Rodriguez here. I'm going to add them to the stage because they are here for our inaugural cocktail congress. So, which is hilarious, which I love. You were invited to this, Sebastian, so go find it because the link is there. Like, come to hang out. Okay, I'm adding Dave. I think I just pressed. I've never done this before. Add to stage. And I'm going to add to stage. Okay, hi.
Hi, good to see you too, Dave.
Hey, how are you guys?
Here, guys. Thank you so much.
Australia representing.
Yeah, big time. Super big time. So, we're not reading cards yet. That happens in the next live stream, everybody. But this is here. Listen, if you want to help save American democracy, because boy, are we in trouble. This is the place for you.
Oh, God.
How is it watching it from the outside?
Oh, over to you, Dave.
Wow, yeah, she knows that. It's weird. It's a weird thing, an experience of survivor guilt. It is like this sort of strange experience where I'm so grateful that I live in a country which is, still free and relatively non-violent. But I, very upset a lot of times. And practically speaking, it's, I'm worried about my friends. I'm worried about my family. And I'm not sure that I could safely go home right now. Oh, yeah. So I'm like, praying that my parents, live 4 more years and I don't have to go home. They're 89. So, it's a real personal concern. Also, it's just, Lena will say the same. We watch from a distance and it's like we're limited on the help that we can give. So it's kind of compelled. I think I speak for both of us. It compels us to do more, compels us to be on the show. Great idea, by the way. I was like thinking of it myself, but not as organized clearly as you were. So I really appreciate that you've set it up. And of course, I'm always happy to be on with both of you.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm so happy you guys are here. I haven't seen you guys in a hot minute. I missed you too. Lena, what is it like for you? Because you're not from here. You are not a citizen of the United States. So is it just like, is it just like watching a literal dumpster fire?
No, it's hard because obviously I'm deeply embedded every day.
Deeply.
Prior to this, in a way, most Australians aren't. But all of it does affect the rest of the world.
It does.
It's the old joke. America gets a cold and sneezes and everyone else gets the flu. Like it does have impacts on every country.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think we've got a bit of a role to play in the sense of Americans are not known for being outward looking in that sense. So you're brought up being told from the moment you take your first breath, you live in the best country. And the best thing about it is that it's free. It's all about freedom, right? And we in the rest of the world, in democracies, go, what language are they speaking? Are you kidding? Your children have to do active shooter drills. That is
Yes.
free. You're one health event away from abject poverty and possible homelessness. Not my personal definition of freedom.
Need a drink for that.
And
It's
on
not even,
it
there's no
goes.
alcohol in here. I still need a
Well,
drink. I'm
morning
like,
for us,
Jesus.
we're still on our Wheaties, you know.
Yes, it's a morning time for you.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
I think that's the role, is to try and reflect back to America that, you know, you are a country that is struggling at this point in time. Yeah.
Can I ask you guys, because a lot of what I'm seeing, I try to get out of my quote unquote echo chamber. At this point, I think my echo chamber is just normal, compassionate human beings, but still, I will call it the echo chamber. But a lot of people are saying, oh, it's not that bad. Oh, they're saying it's fascism. It's not really fascism. It's not. Oh, and hello, the king. It's not really fascism. You know, you're so loud. From your perspective, outside of this country, let me ask you, in your non-expert opinion, is it fascism? Do you see it?
What do you think, Dave?
I think it is pretty close to fascism. I think the intent is fascism. I think if Trump manages to call in the Insurrection Act, we'll be there. And I really think, come on, let's take a bird's-eye perspective and stop looking at the details of the video. We've all seen the video, and we know that anybody who saw those videos and thinks that that is okay is in some serious denial, right? So let's just take a step back here. Who created all this situation and who could stop it today, right? So this is all being managed, all being created. This was inevitable. And I think it is to the enormous credit of those democratic states that there has not been video of one violent incident. They're claiming Good was a violent incident.
The protesters have been so disciplined.
Dragging people out of a restaurant. You know, look, my friend's in Minnesota, and she literally said, I'm sitting in a restaurant and they dragged the busboy across the restaurant. Now, anybody, even if they're a conservative Republican, would respond to that if that was their coworker. They'd be like, hey, do you really have to do it that way? And leg armor, he's at work. You know, obviously he's not, you know, he's performing a role here. You know, all of these things are meant to antagonize the left and antagonize the center and anybody who's humane. It's supposed to be humane and upset you. So someone does something on the, you know, protester side that appears violent. So Good was a perfect thing for him, because the left is going to see it one way and the right's going to see it in another way. And so it's actually better that it is, I'm going to put air quotes, ambiguous here, because that way it creates the civil war that he's looking for. And I really am just so annoyed at virtually every journalist for failing to call this what it is. This is an attempt by Trump to create a civil war. And the media people who don't point that out are also creating this war. And it is, to the incredible credit, this is why I appreciate what we're doing here, is that it's to our incredible credit that we have not gone to any form of violence. No building has been burned. I have not seen any video evidence of any ICE agent be attacked with anything worse than a snowball. And no one can show me video on it. So we are going in the right way to prevent this fascism. And I think there's starting to be a bit of distaste, even among the center rights, after the white guy was killed with a gun. Somehow that's like Good is like, well, that's okay. She's a lesbian. But the white guy with a gun, that's not okay. That could be me. So I think it's as close as that, very close. But I think this is the window of time where it is still possible to stop it. Because while they are still there and aggressive and moving on to places like Maine, that is an interesting move, that he would go to a state that is Republican. This is the first time he's done this nonsense in Republican states. So we're pretty close, and I think it's still possible, but I also think it's very stoppable.
What do you think, Lena?
Well, I think what the US has shown us all outside of the US and to the horror of those in the US is all the guardrails have fallen over the last 9 years. Like, I don't know if you remember back when he came down the escalator, his very first time in there, and he was saying to everybody, come and stay in my hotels. Remember them? Which was a blatant abuse of the emolument clause. And I can remember naively sitting there going, oh, he's blown it now. You know, he's crossed the line with the emoluments clause. That's how long ago the rot started.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the system has failed the people over and over. And what it's shown, and we in other democracies have to be alert to this, what we think of as hardwired systems are actually just gentlemen's handshakes that could, you know, disappear in an afternoon. Yeah. So when you have a corrupt Supreme Court, a weaponized DOJ, a tame media, mainstream media, a flaccid Congress.
Oh, nice word.
Feel free to use it. The country's in real trouble because you can't appeal to those systems because they're bought and paid for. And so I'd like to just say here, my optimistic self thinks if America can come through this, it could be way better on the other side, because all those things will be looked at. Lifelong terms for judges. Who owns the media? They can break up those conglomerates because it's like 3 billionaires own every bit of mainstream media. You can introduce a non-monopoly law if you had a functioning Congress and a functioning Senate. The way that the United States actual voting works is, in my view, ridiculous.
Agreed.
And so many things. It's the time for Band-Aids has gone.
Yeah.
So it could be a reinvention of everything from the ground up, which I think would be a good thing.
I agree, and I'm going to take that as my lead-in. So if you're here, that means you want to do something about what is going on. Now, this is the best thing for you because every action item I have for you today, you can do with a cocktail in your hand. Yes, it's this easy. It's this easy. It is this easy. So this is a mocktail because after this, I'm going to do a bunch of readings for a couple of hours. But
when do we get to come over and have a mocktail? I mean, that's my issue with Trump.
Yeah, we can't go there. My surname's Rodriguez, and with my social media, can't go. You know, I just can't enter the country.
Yes, you want me to upload a file? Hold on a minute. I was unaware that we had these kinds of problems going on. Technical issue. No, I don't want it to upload it from my. Don't tell me I can't show you guys this. This is like the whole. I worked on this all day.
You can do it.
Let's see if it's here. There it is. Ha. Okay. All right. So we only have 2 action items for today. And once again, this is the first time we're doing this. We're going to do this every Thursday until shit gets better, basically. So every Thursday at 3:30 before we do our regular live stream at 4 at 3:30 Pacific, this is where we can come. This is where you can be. And again, it's easy peasy because everything you have to do, you can do with a cocktail in your hand. So Lena and David, if you guys want to stick around and watch what we're going to do, that would be great. We're almost done here. We're almost out of here.
No, I've got a work day ahead of me, but yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you can go if you need to go. And I want to thank you guys for being here.
30 minutes. Yeah.
So the first thing you can do, we're going to write. So use ResistBot, text resist to 5049. This is from their website. ResistBot finds your representatives automatically. Paste
Great.
any bill number or news article, and we'll draft your letter or write your own from scratch. It writes your letters for you, it sends your emails for you, and you can check your voter registration with ResistBot. That is number one. Number two, if you want to call, indivisible.org will help you find your senators, reps, and phone numbers. Govtrack.us will tell you your reps, what bills they have sponsored, and how they voted. And we have a lot of Dems voting to fund ICE and do weird shit. So you should check how your representative has voted. Get these numbers and program them into your phone so you can call. Now, I've got a script for you too. This is easy peasy. This is what we're working on today. Today, we're working on the abolishment of ICE. So you can text this to ResistBot or you can call your reps. And all you do is this. Hi, my name is Kirsten Langston. You say your own name, not mine. And I'm a constituent from my city, my state, and my zip code. I'm calling about ICE violating the Fourth Amendment. I strongly urge you to take action by demanding the resignation of Kristi Noem, Stephen Miller, and the abolishment of ICE. Guys, do it right now and let me know when you've done it in the chat. Do it now. That's the point of the Cocktail Congress. It is not just to say, oh, here are the options. No. We're doing it now. We're doing it right this second. So go ahead and get on there if you want to do a call. If you want to text to ResistBot, let me know when you've done it in the chat.
I think that's brilliant.
And
it's a great work.
We're not done yet, because if you're international, I got something for you too. Boycotts. So this is really, our reps may be, as Lena says, flaccid. They may be a little flaccid. So as we march, hopefully away from fascism, but we're sitting right in the middle of it. But as we do this, our reps may not be as, what's the word we want? Strong as we want, or have as much power as we think they do. So, we got a ResistBot complete. Thank you. Who's next?
Well done.
ResistBot. Who's next? Give me more. Give me more in the chat. So the other thing we can do is boycott, and you can do this if you live in another country. So this week we got our groceries to boycott. So these are the following companies that support fascism and MAGA: Kroger, Safeway, Winco, Smithfield Foods, Shaw's, Publix, Pick and Save, Nuggets, Meijer, Food for Less, Fairway, and Family Fare. This is by no means an exhaustive list, but this is the best.
No, and let me say, the boycott is in full swing. No one, I think, anywhere in the world is ever going to buy another bottle of Kentucky bourbon. I'll just say, things that are identifiable, people are informally boycotting, and it's like ice melting in a glass. The more do it, because they tell someone and go, oh, yeah, all right, okay, I'm not going to ever have a Starbucks again, like whatever. So there is a global boycott going on, led by Canada. Speaking of Canada, sorry, and then I'll let you get back to your slide. Charlie Angus, who is a wonderful Canadian, works tirelessly every day. His catchline is resistance without borders. Love that.
Great.
Charlie Angus.
Great.
I do love that. I do love that. So as we go on while we're doing this, there will be other companies that are international. Some of these may not be international, but as we go forward, this is it. This is easy peasy. Who else has talked to ResistBot? Who else has just called their senators and their reps? I need to know in the chat. If you are here, I demand your participation, period. I'm demanding it. I have no way to enforce this. I have no way to enforce this demand, but for
encouraging them.
It's 50. What did I just say? 50, 40. We'll go back to it. Hold on. ResistBot 5049. Text resist, the word resist, to 5049. That's all. You just text it. So here's your grocery boycotts. Now here are the good ones. This actually was shocking to me. The following companies support democracy. So throw your money at these people: Aldi, Allen Brothers, Boxed, Big Y Foods, Costco, County Market, Cub Foods, Del Hayes, Drug Emporium, Food Lion. Some of these I've never heard of. Fresh Direct, Grove Collab, Harmons, Kowalski's, La Bonita, Lucky's, Market Basket, Nice and Easy, Plainville Farms, Rayleigh's, Real Canadian Superstores, Smart and Final, Sprouts, Stater Brothers. That thing won't move, will it? I can't see the bottom.
Stonewall Kitchen.
Thank you. Thrive Market, Tops Friendly, Trader Joe's, Vermont Country Store, Wegmans, Whole Foods, and Winn-Dixie. Yeah, I know Whole Foods is owned by Amazon. Amazon actually donates more to Democrats than they do to Republicans, even though Bezos is a Trump sycophant, which is interesting to me.
And he put up the money for Melania's aborted film.
Yes. Yeah, with one person buying a ticket. Did you see?
No, and that was probably family.
Probably somebody she paid.
Or some aide who was sent to buy a ticket.
So that's our job. That's it. That's all we got for you today, guys. I would like to let you know I'm gonna hang out for another few minutes. You guys are welcome to stay. I'm just gonna chill. But that's it. This is who we're boycotting. This is who we're throwing our money at. And our one action for today is calling our reps, calling our senators, or texting them from our phones and saying, hey, I don't like that ICE is violating the Fourth Amendment. Call on Noem and Miller to resign.
Yes.
Call
and there was
on ICE to be
comment
abolished.
back here. Oh, here it is. From Maria in the comments. Those who signed on for the $50,000 payment are not going to get the money. They have to make 8 daily. I guess she means 8 arrests daily. Otherwise, they have to give the money back. So this is Stephen Miller with quotas. I think it was 3,000 a day, which would make sense if each agent is supposed to arrest 8 a day. Minimum of 3,000 a day of people traumatized, detained, arguably tortured. And we forget there's been over 32 people killed in the facilities.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been, what is it? They're up to 8 people now in a month. In the first month of 2026, they've killed 8 people already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just can't look away.
No.
You know, that is our job. And I remember a slogan from the 70s, that's how old I am, that said, if you are not part of the solution, you are part of the problem.
Yes.
And I think everyone should have that as a daily mantra. What little thing can I do, like you're suggesting with the bot today? What thing can I do today to just be part of the resistance?
Yeah.
Because not only is it what you're doing adding to the numbers, when you do even a small act of resistance, it puts you in a mindset with like-minded people and it gives you energy.
Yes.
Right? Because people are feeling paralyzed with exhaustion and fear and no. Do not let them paralyze you.
Yes, that's great.
Yep.
That's absolutely right.
And that is leads me in. Lena, you're just passing it off like a pro over here. You didn't even know. See, she's psychic. She didn't even know. That brings me to something else I want to mention, which is 2 resources that I used today. First of all, Chop Wood, Carry Water is a Substack run by Jessica Craven, and she gives you a bunch of stuff to do. She gives you she knows what's going on. She sends you these emails and she's like, this is what's happening in Congress. This is what they're voting on today. This is how so-and-so voted. Here's a resource for this. Here's a resource for that. So she is one of the biggest resources I am using. And another one that I really like, because she says their whole job is to dysregulate us. Their whole job, by paralyzing us with fear and hopelessness and all of this stuff, is to dysregulate us so we can't take action, which is another reason I wanted to make it easy. All you got to do is jump on here, hang out with me and my friends, have a drink, smoke a joint, have a snack, whatever you like, and text on your phone and figure out who you got to boycott. That's all we're doing here. So easy. And you know what? Makes a huge impact. Huge impact.
And even today, I just saw the overnight news when I got up, which was pressure works. The Senate have voted against that evil bill that even Democrats supported in Congress. Shame on them, eternal shame. Now, 8 Republicans crossed over to the Dems and they're not forwarding that bill because of ICE and DHS. This is people pushing back.
Yep. They got some calls.
They got a lot of calls.
Yes.
It works. It works, you guys. So,
And even a bit of political theatre. If you live in a red state, ring your person and say, I've been a Republican all my life and I'm horrified what's happening.
Yep.
That can be more effective than being what they would see as a whinging Dem.
Right. Well, and it's funny.
Just the theatre.
I like to get an actual cocktail in me, and then I start sending these really unhinged letters to my friends, and then it's the highly emotional and unhinged where I'm like, sometimes it's just one line, and it'll be like, Adam Schiff, why did you vote to approve Trump's nominee? I'd like a real answer, please. They never send real answers, but sometimes I just do like a nice little one-liner like that.
Yes. And sharing your ideas with each other. I'm talking to the people in the chat here. Local. What can you do? And we haven't even touched on the economy, but people are struggling. And so what can you do locally? It might be starting a food co-op or just doing a run once a month to buy in bulk because it's cheaper. Someone's got a garage, you can keep all the stuff in for the month. Just think laterally. What's something you can do to help someone else?
And let's also just shout out to all those heroic people who are doing just exactly what you're talking about. Giving rides to people who are of a certain color so they don't have to encounter ICE. Or
Yes.
People out in the snow, freezing their butts off. I would also add, like, hey, look, if you're going to be out in that snow, add a little bit of camaraderie. I mean, one great thing about the 60s was the music. Let's start singing together and sing loud enough so the detainees can hear you and sing peacefully enough so that those guys with the guns are going to find it hard to shoot. And I think there is a window here. I think 20, 30% of those guys signed up for this for the money that you're talking about. And now they've got this quota they'll never be able to meet. Now they're getting cheated. They probably signed some NDA that says they can't talk about anything and they can't leave. So they're in serious trouble. These could be 18-year-old kids.
It's also these guys who are probably roided up to the back teeth and whatever, but no one likes to be hated. Okay, they think they're okay with it, but they're not really. And I'll just bring a quick story. When the English occupied Northern Ireland for 600 years, we won't go into the fine print, but when the troubles of the 70s emerged, the IRA versus Westminster, right? And the English troops were sent to Belfast. Those guys said a lot after that. The hardest thing was seeing the hate in the kids' eyes, in the women's eyes, of just saying, what are you doing here, you treacherous dog? Right? That's not easy, right?
And I think we could play good cop, bad cop, have all that happen. And then you go in that field and through a microwave go, look, guys, you're throwing your lives away. Trump's going to be gone. Your life in prison. Hear me, brother. Hear me, sister. I am here.
It's so important.
Somebody's going to change their mind. Maybe one person will leave and tell the truth, and that'll be the difference.
Yeah, I think that's already happening. But I am so impressed with people in Minnesota for keeping their cool under this duress. It is not easy.
No. No, it's really not. My cousin lives in Minnesota, and when I got up Saturday morning, I try to stay off the phone on the weekends because it's just, y'all, we live here. It's just that you pick up the phone and you're like, oh, more horrible things are happening. Like, happy weekend. So but I picked up the phone and I see that this man had been murdered. And what was shocking to me was that I've been to that donut shop. I've walked down that street a million times.
Yes, you know.
And I don't know, it seemed for me, I don't live in Minnesota, obviously, but it seemed for me, it was just like, it took that thing from here to here. You know,
Yes.
it was immediately in my face. And my cousin has been sending me videos of stuff that's happening on her street. And I mean, it's insane. Some of the stuff, you know, some of the stuff that doesn't make it online.
Yeah. Door-to-door stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
battering rams. You know,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
and yeah.
You got a battering
But I-
ram at the door. Are you going to open the door for this guy who has not identified himself, doesn't have a warrant, they're masked? I wouldn't open the door. I don't know who they
no.
are. I would call 911 and be like, somebody's breaking my door down. They don't have a, you know, all of this is illegal.
But I would like to see, Dave, you mentioned, you know, the 60s and the music is what brought people together. We need a killer song, right, that has a really good hook. And so far, I haven't heard it, you know.
Yeah, Springsteen just put one out yesterday, which is, it'll just make you weep, but it's not, it's a protest song, but it's one of those where you're like, you know, you're just ugly crying over it because it's so poignant. All right, well, guys, that's it. That's it. See how easy that was?
It's totally easy. One more thing. Can people please suggest on my channel as well a killer song, a really good, fabulous song that people can learn in 1 minute and moves people?
I love that.
Do you remember with Band-Aid raising money for Africa?
Yes.
And the song was We Are the World.
Yeah.
And all the famous artists sang the version. That's what we need now, is all the artists to come together and give us a song that is a total earworm, that inspires.
Mm-hmm.
That is very, very true.
Yeah. All of those songs.
Very true. I know. Well, I could go on forever, but I have another live stream to get to, y'all. So
absolutely. And thanks for inviting us on.
Thank you so much, David.
Thanks for everyone who tuned in.
I appreciate you guys so much. You know, I sent these guys an email. I sent out a group email, and I said it in there, and I mean it, that I'm a lone wolf, man. And I'm just not used to being like, yeah, we're all here. Like, I'm really not. Like, I'm really more Scorpio than I seem on camera. But Lena and David from jump called me in and were like, no, you're part of it, Kirsten, get in here. Like, you're in the group, you get to be in. And it means the world to me. And it means the world to me that you guys are just came by to support me in this. It's a, I have no words. Let's just leave it at that. I have no words. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you everybody for being here. We will be back 3:30 p.m. Pacific next Thursday, doing the same damn thing. Cocktail Congress. Thank you so much, you guys. And we will see you soon. Enjoy your mornings.
Thanks very much.
More power to Minnesota. Bless.
Love all y'all.
Bye, guys. And there we go. Okay. Hey, guess what? We're going to go do our regular scheduled live stream now. So the link is in the box on YouTube. It's right down there. Just click on that and join us. And we're going to go read on all sorts of psychic stuff. We're going to read on all sorts of fun psychic stuff. So jump in there and let's do it. I'm going to end this, and I will see you guys in the next stream.